Welcome to LUTV News Break. I'm Akira Mouton.
And I am Angelique Landry.
Roxanne Acosta-Hellberg is Jefferson's County Clerk. LUTV News anchor Stephanie Adeniji had the opportunity to speak with her on her role since starting in the position in January 2023, and how her office helps citizens gain access to their records and more.
So tell me a little bit about your job as Jefferson County Clerk.
So it was a big learning curve because my background was in healthcare administration and then running our own company for years. I made sure to prepare myself when I took office. So I spent time with many of our surrounding county clerks and learn, the general practice. But it's like anything else. Until you're in it, you really don't understand the full perspective of the role. One of the things that we are in charge of is your records, and a lot of the records are kept there for any real estate transactions, your marriage licenses. We have some birth and death certificates up until 1966, a lot of historical documents, the commissioner's courts minutes that are conducted on every Tuesday. Prior to that, I don't recall the schedule then. And then, of course, the court side on some criminal, mainly civil and miscellaneous court functions. It's a lot. And elections. Everybody's hot over the elections. That's another task under my roof.
Speaking of records, I understand that it is your office's goal to, provide the citizens access to resources from county records to legal information. So how can they gain access to that kind of information? Do they have to book an appointment ahead of time, or can they just walk in and request it?
So great question that you ask. We are currently evaluating, actually have selected a new vendor who's going to allow us to do on cloud, all cloud-based services. So you are able to pull documents now by going on our website. And if you needed a copy of your deed or anything of that sort, you're able to view those and pull documents. This will be cloud-based, and so everything will be at your fingertips.
She also spoke on the importance of being knowledgeable when voting and how we can encourage students to vote. To see the full interview, visit LUTV News and Media online channel on YouTube.
It is officially voting season and the ballots are flooding in. LUTV News anchor Taylor Justice had the opportunity to speak with students on their thoughts about the local elections.
Voting for local officials has begun, and many locations have opened up in Jefferson County for residents to cast their ballots.
I think local elections are some of the most important elections to vote in. They can affect you a lot more than a national election will, because those are your people you see every day.
College students are also joining in with the crowds to visit their nearest ballot box.
I think it's good that the government did get a sense of the younger community, so that way we can have our say in what we think is right and wrong.
In the election year of 2020, we reached a 60% national student voter turnout. However, eyes are still looking to the youth to get these numbers to continue to rise.
We are the future, I would say, and we're earning our degrees and stuff like that, and we're learning a lot. So it'd be important that we are doing something, and this is our future.
I really think that it's good that we get our opinions out there, and that way they have a good balance of some younger kids in there for in college, or some older people too.
To learn how to register to vote or to check if you've already done so, you can visit votetexas.gov for more information.
People want to see local change. You need to go to your local politicians, so it's important to talk to them and you get involved instead of just, saying you want things to change.
Taylor Justice, LUTV News, Beaumont.
Once again, we will have our on-campus polling site for students to go to cast their votes. The Montaigne Center location will open on March 5th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Former LUTV News anchor Candy Rodriguez has had a successful career as a journalist since graduating from Lamar University. Rodriguez worked as a reporter at KPLC 7 News in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and at KXN News in Austin, Texas. Candy is now the Director of Communications at Visit Lake Charles. I had the opportunity to speak with her about her career. What are some of the greatest achievements that you've made in your career as a whole?
Well, throughout my entire time as a reporter and even now as the director of communications here at Visit Lake Charles, I have been blessed with having many opportunities from covering the 2020 Summer Olympics, which happened in 2021 in Tokyo, Japan, to now really being a part of the community and being someone who makes a difference in the community has been one of my greatest joys now, because I get to not only tell our Visit Lake Charles story, but really focus on the people and how tourism impacts our community for the better.
You talked about telling other people's stories. Why is telling other people's stories important to you?
I love people. I love people. I feel like sometimes when you think about a place, it's not the place that makes it, it's the people. And so for me, Southwest Louisiana is so unique because it doesn't matter where you go. There is always someone willing to help you. There is always someone ready to greet you with a smile. If you need a hug, there are people ready to give you a hug. That Southern hospitality is so embedded in our community here in Southwest Louisiana. And for me, that was one of the biggest reasons why I decided to come back to Lake Charles.
To see the full interview, visit LUTV News and Media online channel on YouTube.
Art is beauty. It allows for creativity and gives a sense of belonging. Beaumont is having its annual Mural Fest. Artists from all over the world will be in attendance to showcase their skills and paint Beaumont in a whole new light.
The Art Fest will be a 4-day event from February 29th to March 3rd. It is free and open to the public. For more information, visit beaumontcvb.com.
I hope that the weather looks up for us because I would really love to go out and enjoy Mural Fest.
I hope so too, Angelique. It would be a little upsetting if this week's plans were canceled due to bad weather. Hopefully, LUTV weather reporter Kayla Camilleri can tell us if we need to have our umbrellas on hand or if we can look forward to sunny skies. Kayla?
Hi, I'm Kayla Camilleri, and this is your LUTV weather report. I'm sorry to tell you that there's going to be not a lot of sun this week and a whole lot of clouds and rain. So grab your umbrellas and let's look at the LUTV weather forecast together. So on Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to be cloudy. Wednesday, low of 47, high of 72. And on Thursday, low of 50, high of 58. On Friday, there's going to be AM thunderstorms. So if you're commuting to school or to work, make sure you're checking the road conditions, and it's going to be a low of 59, high of 68. As we get into the weekend, there's going to be AM showers on Saturday. So stay inside in the morning, or if you are going to be commuting, again, make sure you are checking the weather conditions. And it's going to be a low of 62, high of 77. On Sunday, it's going to be cloudy. We do have a chance of seeing the sun, but it's going to be mostly cloudy. I'm sorry to say we're not going to be seeing much of the Texas sun this week. It's going to be a low of 65, high of 80. So we are going to be seeing the temperature warm up. On Monday, there's going to be scattered thunderstorms throughout the day. So have your umbrellas, whether it's in your backpack, your car, your purse, anywhere, you're going to need them. And it's going to be a low of 58, high of 78. And then on Tuesday, it's going to be partly cloudy, low of 52, high of 73. I'm Kayla Camilleri. This is your LUTV weather report. See you next week. Back to the desk.
Thank you for watching LUTV News Break. For more content from us, follow us on X and like us on Facebook.
Be sure to join us next time for LUTV News, where your campus, community, and culture news come together.